Hi friends, Rotary District 3141 is one of the premier Rotary districts around the world, and Rotary Year 2021 is a vision year with District Governor Sunil Mehra at the helm of affairs. In this year, many new initiatives have been introduced to create a difference and make Rotary seen. In this year, we have started a novel concept called Viz Talks, an initiative to support Rotarians to support Rotary. Friends, the Viz Talks is a hot from oven initiative to create more bonding and proximity amongst Rotarians on personal, Rotary and professional fronts. In these interviews, we speak to visionary Rotarians who by virtue of their selfless work towards the community have reached important decisive positions, and their actions today will help Rotary to serve more and make a difference in the community. I'm your host, Dr. Manish Motwani, a bariatric surgeon, that's a weight loss surgeon, and also the Chief Coordinator for Rotary District 3141 in the year 2021. Friends, our guest on Viz Talks today is past President Saif Qureshi from the prestigious Rotary Club of Bombay Pier. Friends, this year it's the Governor's Club. Deeply involved with youth movement and in District 3141 and contributed by being on various committees including MUNA, RY Committee, District Youth Exchange Chair and various other responsibilities too. This year, he has taken up the task of guiding various committees like Environment, DISCON and Rotary Ambassadors in the Vision Year. His association with Rotary dates back to 1979 when he was the president of Interact Club of his school, and thereafter he was a long-term Rotary Youth Exchange student in 1981-82 too. Saif takes pride in Rotary campaign to eradicate polio and its support of basic education and literacy initiatives. Saif is the managing director and CEO of Mumbai-based KRYFS Power Components Limited. He is also the trustee of KRYFS Charitable Trust, which focuses on healthcare, literacy, and education. Avid supporter of Rotary Foundation, not just by utilizing the funds for various global grants, but gone one step further to become the highest level donor for Rotary Foundation by becoming an Arts Club Society member jointly with Anne Rozak in 2014. Ever since, he has continued his much valued support to Rotary and Rotary Foundation. Friends, Saif has been a man of few words and more action. He is one person whose simplicity personified, very understanding, considerate, sympathetic and a generous person. Here, I have the pleasure of presenting before you the self-disciplined, self-motivated, resourceful, organized and hard-working Rotarian, past President Saif Qureshi.
Hi Manish, thank you for your kind words. I don't know if I'm deserving of any or all of those, but it's a pleasure to be with you, and of course, always a pleasure to do anything, however small or big it might be, for the Rotary Foundation and District 3141, where our good friend Sunil Mehra is the district governor right now, and to support him because it's a very different year. Sunil, I think no governor had this task of not being present and the installations or possibly even those series, and Sunil being Sunil, he's a very resourceful and a very out of the box thinker, and I'm sure it's going to be a fantastic year despite the challenges or the limitations which he's got of not being able to physically meet people or physically be there at events and functions and motivate people. So I think this is a great idea to motivate Rotarians, and thank you for considering me worthy of being a part of this endeavor.
Thank you so much for your presence, Saif, today. And Saif, you know the type of person Sunil is, and you have been so closely involved with him all these years. Do you know the type of planning that had gone to make the year 2021 successful? It was almost 2.5 years of planning, plus I think so 5 years of his thought process, which culminated into this 2.5 years of planning. And so we are left with lots of challenges and many things which we wanted to do and are not able to do, but yet Rotary is an organization which always leads with example. Rotary is an organization which never fails, and we stand up to challenges to ensure that we serve the community better and more.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a very challenging year for everybody, and I hope all our Rotarians, the families, the loved ones are safe. I mean, that's what we can pray for and hope for. And hope this time, like I always say, this too shall pass. We don't know when it will pass, but it will pass for sure.
Definitely. So, Seb, you have been known to me since a long time. I remember even before 14, 15, we had been known to each other. I have come to your club couple of times, and first through Ajay, then through Sunil, and then so many years in between. We've always been known to each other quite well. And but there are so many other Rotarians in the district who don't know so much about you, and you are one person who has led with an example. We want you to be a person whom people try to emulate, and whether it is service, whether it is contributions, we want people to look at people like you, that you have trusted Rotary so much, you have worked for Rotary so much. So come out in the open and start working and let Rotary grow and the work of Rotary also grow. So I would like you to tell all of us something more about you on the personal front.
So, Manish, like you rightly pointed out in the introduction, my association with Rotary dates back to my school days when I was involved with the Interact Club. And, I was fortunate enough to be the president of that Interact Club as well. And then I was a long-term exchange student in 1981, 82 to USA. And it was a really an amazing, enriching experience. I talked about it all the time. And whenever they're Rotary Youth Exchange students. And thereafter, I lost a little bit of touch with Rotary, but in the early 90s, a new young Rotary club had started called the Rotary Club of Bombay Pier, and my friend, late Mukul Singhal, was a member of that club. In fact, he was a charter member of that club. And he used to talk about it a lot. And one day I thought, it's time to reconnect with Rotary, and I requested Mukul to invite me. In fact, I asked him that I'd like to come to the club, and so he did. And I joined Rotary in the, I think, 1994, if I'm not mistaken, 95. And it was a wonderful club. Made some really close, good friends. Learned a lot from people around. And about my personal life, I've got two daughters. One is married in Dubai. I've got a younger daughter who's pursuing music as a career. She wants to be a pop star. So I pray for her success. My wife is an acupuncturist. She actually helps people overcome diseases which regular medication cannot or does not. And she runs a clinic. She also is a painter. I'm based out of Mumbai. Like you said, a very simple person. I founded my company in 1992, and God has been very kind. I believe that whatever success a person gets, you just got to be thankful for that, and you've got to kind of always give back to society because the joy of giving is something which only people who have can enjoy. Not unfortunately people who don't have can't give. And if you have and you don't give, you are actually not only being disrespectful to the giver who has given you, which is the Almighty, but also being, I would like to use the word foolish enough not to enjoy the benefits of what you have. So only the people who have given will realize what I'm talking about, and I think everybody should make giving a habit, and I think that's what I tried, and now it's almost become a habit, a second nature, to be able to help people. In fact, I consider myself blessed to be in a position where I can help people. So about my company, we make transformers, transformer cores. Operate in I like to say that we are a company which runs on the motto, always putting values above business. So we have very strong values. We, kind of live by those values. And I guess that has resulted in us getting good credibility in the marketplace. And also, when we have to compete with multinational giants, it always puts us in a good position because people may have deeper pockets than us and they can build better facilities, have better machineries, have more, give more credit terms or whatever. But making a value-based company takes years, and as you know, you run such a important institution in Mumbai, and I mean, you're really doing God's work. And as you know, running a value-based institution, you can't catch up, and nobody can catch up. You don't need to worry about a competition. You just keep on doing your good things, and good things will happen. So that's a little bit about myself.
Very rightly said, Saif, and lovely views and lovely ideas. And the one who has and cannot give is depriving himself of the happiness of giving. So I absolutely am in sync with what you say. This is absolutely one of the finest words that I have heard. Saif, you have been an avid supporter of the Rotary Foundation. Why did you choose Rotary Foundation over any other charity organization for your donations?
Well, I guess it's only natural, Manish, that Rotarians will choose Rotary Foundation because first of all, Charity Navigator, even if you needed any independent certification, verification for that Rotary Foundation is a great organization. It's there in the public domain. It's been rated 5 stars, if I'm right, right?
4 stars.
5 stars.
4 stars.
4 stars.
That's the
4 out
highest
of 4.
rating. That's the
That's
highest.
the highest rating. Yeah, 4 stars. 4 stars. So that's one. Even though not the most important one for me, but I mean, I'm just putting that out there for people who may not know or who may not be Rotarians. The second thing is, as a Rotarian, you know that the great work Rotary is doing, not just in India, but all over the world for the people who are less privileged and not only people for less privileged, but I think the spectrum of work that uh, vocational service, community service 1, 2, 3. It's just amazing. International service and the kind of projects Rotary does, the long-term projects like polio. I don't think we have any other organization in the world which has got this kind of vision, this kind of leadership, for resolving problems of humanity and making human beings better, right? I mean, that's what we do. And the third, and I think for me, the most important thing is that, it's very easy, not very easy, but many people do write checks and give money to organizations. Many great NGOs out there. Rotary is not the only good NGO. Let's accept that and let's acknowledge that as well. There are many good NGOs doing great work. You may not know of them, or you may know of them, but the good thing about giving funds to the Rotary Foundation is because being a Rotarian, you're working with friends to develop the community. So the kind of projects we do, we are involved in them. As a group of friends, we're talking about them, we're ideating about them, we're discussing. Like even if you're taking over a school or we're doing some project with the hospital, we are, So there's a lot of personal involvement which goes into besides just giving the money, right? I mean, giving money is one part of it, but then that personal involvement gives you that another level of satisfaction, where the money is going, where it's being utilized for, what is being done. And I think last but not the least is the multiplier effect of the Rotary Foundation for all Rotarians, right? I mean, if you're giving $30,000, which is I think the minimum for a global grant now, and if you go for a global grant, your money comes back many times multiplied, which I don't think any other institution you have that option of. Perspective, if you're putting in something and you're getting more out of that, I mean, it just makes more sense. Even though I'm not looking from business perspective, but I'm just saying many people out there think about it. So your dollar, $1 is getting multiplied to 2 or 4, depending upon the kind of grants you get from other people, and that is just amazing. I mean, the kind of multiplicative effect your contribution to Rotary Foundation has. So these are the reasons that I think it's a no-brainer to go for Rotary Foundation.
Fantastic, Saif. A very clear concept in your mind. And friends, I would just like to summarize what Saif has come up with in Rotary and Rotary Foundation. The money comes, Rotarians contribute. So here, Rotary has a strong 1.2 million army of Rotarians who go and work themselves. So as we heard Saif saying that he's so comfortable contributing to the foundation because he knows he's also one of those 1.2 million workers who's going to work for the Rotary Foundation at the grassroots level to ensure that the money is properly utilized. He also said a very valid point that the credentials of Rotary Foundations are such high that the highest organization, that is a charity navigator, has been giving Rotary the 4-star rating since past 12 years consecutively. And this 4-star is the highest rating. I was also noting down what Saif was saying because these are such valid points. Today, friends, you want to do any work, you think of any work in any area of service that comes under the 7 areas of service of Rotary Foundation. So Rotary Foundation funds that. You heard about multiplier effect. Do you know what is that multiplier effect? A Rotarian contributes selflessly without expecting any returns. India has always been a net receiver. So Rotary Foundation funds us for our projects. And we have always been net receivers. So we might be giving, say, 100 rupees to the foundation, but we have been taking back around 300 rupees from the foundation for projects in India. That means someone else, somewhere across the globe, is funding Rotary for projects in India. So what Rotarian Saif said was, when we are giving, say, 100 rupees and 300 is coming back to us, why not give to that organization where we know that there is a multiplier effect? Also, there is something called as global grants. What happens in global grants? Suppose Manish Motwani or Saif Qureshi think of doing a project, though Saif might be able to do a 5 crore project on his own. But, where would the people get involved if he does it alone on his own or does it through his own company only? What he does is he's giving the money to the Rotary Foundation and he says, come on, let's do a big project. First of all, if you contribute, say, 100 rupees to the foundation for a particular project and your club contributes, say, 100 rupees, by the time you get a matching from an international partner and from the Rotary Foundation, that 100 rupees has already become 500 rupees. So you can increase the value of the project just by doing the project through global grants through the Rotary Foundation. So this is the organization where Rotarians give their own money and foundation supports by giving more money to you for the projects that your club or your district wants to do. Very valid thoughts, Saif. And yes, these are the reasons why people have always trusted on Rotary Foundation to give their foundation.
Yeah.
But Saif, over a period of time, we have seen that though the foundation giving has been on the higher side, foundation giving has always been related to projects of late. And we want that the foundation giving towards the annual fund should increase so that this same money comes back to the district after 3 years for bigger and better projects. Could you give us some suggestions on improving the foundation contributions towards the annual fund?
Yeah, so I think that's a very good point because that's always a dilemma for, I think, for every governor who takes over about annual fund versus the global grant projects, which you get the money back. And every governor, the good thing is that I think it's 2 years back what they collected, Sunil will get, right? If I'm not mistaken. So there's a little bit of continuity which happens. So a governor is not just thinking about his year, but he's also thinking about 2 years forward that I need to collect money for the governor who's coming to here. So sometimes they don't even know who the person is going to be. So that's great. I think people who give possibly large amounts, I'm not saying everybody, but most people would like to see some projects happen in their own country because obviously your karma bhumi is in India and you want to do such stuff. And there's so much of misery and things which you can do around in our own country. So you want to see something that little bit of resources which you're putting in, creating some positive impact in your own community, in your own society. So I guess That's one thought which happens with people who give large amounts of money. I think from an annual fund perspective, this EREY, every Rotarian every year, is a great scheme. I think we should encourage that because we've got now what 5,000, because I'm not too clear. We've got 5,000 Rotarians in 3 months, right? What 5,000. So you can imagine if 5,000 Rotarians can contribute just $100 every year, it'll be about $500,000, right? I mean, over there, right there. And $100 is not a very big amount for anybody. I think every Rotarian in this prestigious district 3141 should become an EREY member at least minimum, at the least minimum. I mean, one of the things about Rotary which is not true, but which I keep hearing outside people who are non-Rotarians, is that Rotary party karne ke liye hai. I mean, that's the unfortunate image, wrong image which people have about Rotary. They don't know the great work people, Rotarians do, and I think it's our duty as Rotarians to talk about and let people who are non-Rotarians know whether they want to become Rotarians or not is up to them. I mean, people can't contribute, people don't have time, but at least this wrong image of Rotary which is there needs to get out. That yes, we do, of course, party, we do meet socially, fellowship above service. I mean, now fellowship with service we do. And service through fellowship. I think that's the Rotary motto, right? So of course we are friends. We do meet together. We do enjoy each other's company. And there's nothing wrong with that. We don't have to be apologetic about that either. But the other part of Rotary, the great part of Rotary, which the work we do is not known. So coming back to your question, I think if well, the reason I say that if people outside knew about the great work Rotary did, I think we can even harness a lot of CSR funds which are now available with companies, right? I mean, many companies don't know where to spend the money, and Rotary has got great projects. And I think Sunil is a champion of CSR projects. He's been right from the time CSR came. Shilpi and Sunil both have done fantastic work. I know personally, and I'm sure that this year is going to be a landmark year in accessing CSR funds because of Shilpi and Sunil leading the district. Small contributions, CSR funds, accessing CSR funds, going to large donors, people who are non-Rotarian but large donors, talking about the big projects which Rotary does, because they might not have the same motivation to see a local project happening. Even if it happens, it's great. So going to large donors like Mrs. Birla, for example, who's a very generous contributor to the Rotary Foundation, having given, I think, millions of dollars, I think $10 million, something like that, some amazing amount. So going to large donors, I think these are the ways we can increase the giving in the annual fund. But in any case, I think whether people give to projects or global grants or annual fund, what's important is that people give. It doesn't matter which fund it goes into. I think that habit of giving has to happen, and that's the most important thing for me.
Fantastic. So, Seth, I would just like to say, since you said CSR, I'll again come back to this topic that on 19th of September, we are organizing a Golden Hearts CSR and Global Grants Conclave. And you know the type of person Sunil is. CSR is his passion. And what we have done at this conclave is that we have asked clubs for projects. And we have gone through, we have vetted all the projects, we have gone through it once, twice, thrice, whether everything is systematic or not. We've got around 150 projects with us, and we have connected with around 500 corporates.
Wow.
500 corporates. And we are bringing them on the same platform on the 19th of September, where we have this event from 11 to 1 is the inauguration time. And then these projects will be on this CSR platform, the Global Golden Hearts platform, for around 3 months. And we will be inviting corporates to come and visit those on this specially developed platform, come and see the projects, and then tie up with clubs for association. So this is on the 19th of September. Since you took out the point of CSR, I would like you to speak 2 words about this global grant and CSR conclave that is called as the Golden Hearts CSR conclave. And I want you to wish Sunil all the best through this medium so that we can really achieve something great.
Well, Sunil knows my best wishes are always with him and Shilpi. He's a very dear friend, both of them. And 19th of September actually happens to be a very special day for me because it's my dad's birthday. My dad passed away 5 years ago, and it's my dad's birthday, 19th of September. So it's a very significant day for me, and it's wonderful. Just a happy coincidence that this wonderful project will be launched on that day, and I think it's a brilliant idea to get 500 corporates and all our projects on the same platform and keep it open for a couple of months so people can keep coming back and looking at it. It's amazing. But I think besides the corporates coming, there might be some personal connect and pitching required as well, which I'm sure your team has thought it through. Because typically corporates have also so many NGOs that they work with, and like I said, Rotary suffers unfortunately from an image of this. I'm not saying with everybody, but a general social image. These people socialize a lot, and where the money is going. So we really need to think about how to set that entire discourse right in the public domain about Rotary. I think a little bit more press, a little bit more Rotarians talking about good projects. I think many a times Rotarians are a little bit shy of talking about Rotary. I don't know why, but I like to talk about Rotary at every occasion that I can when there's a possibility of talking good about Rotary. People are willing to listen. Many times people at parties are not willing to listen to anything good, that people are doing. So, but I think we should all put together our heads and do something about
That's great. Seth, we have also started one more innovative method of giving, which is called as Giver's Gain. And in Giver's Gain, we want people to get into the habit of giving. Normally, a discarded item at home or something which is considered a waste in your factory, in your offices, we just
that.
throw it off or we give it to those Raddiwalas. Now, what we have done is we have decided and we have initiated that. We have finalized a vendor where a Rotarian can, by just filling a small form, Rotarian, non-Rotarians all can get this collected from their house, and the money that is generated of that goes to the Rotary Foundation through the account of that particular member. With this also we just want to get the habit of giving amongst all people, whether it is a discarded waste or money. Once they come into a habit, everything else will come on to will be there later on. So yes, this is also something that we have started, and exactly the way you said, EREY is one factor where if we can make our club as EREY club, if we can make our district as EREY district, I think so we would have really achieved a lot. Apart from this, yes, major contributions are something that we
Seth, what are the changes you would like to bring in Rotary in time to come?
Well, I think that's a good question for Sunil because he's the district governor and all the future district governors. I mean, I'm just a Rotarian, ordinary. I mean, okay, I do some work at the district level, but nothing major like yourself and Sunil. But like I said, the biggest change that I'd like to see is the image makeover of Rotary. I've spoken already about that. I think that's the key for me because doing such wonderful, great, uh, uh, life-changing work for so many individuals. I think Rotary has not got its due in society, especially in India. I don't know how it is viewed elsewhere, but at least in Mumbai, when I speak in social sectors, they say, "Oh, Rotary ko paisa diya," something like that, which is a little bit disturbing. We need to change the perception of Rotary as it exists in non-Rotarians right now. That's one thing. I think besides that, I would like to see possibly some impact assessment of what kind of impact are we making every year. So maybe kind of a report card, I mean, published. So we have a lot of projects and stuff like that, but how many lives did we impact in this particular year, and what is the level of impact? Like, what is the deep impact? Like, we gave some people houses, like the Ashiana project, which is going on right now, or did we just do a dental camp where we check people's teeth? Which is good also, but that's not a deep impact, right? I mean, in terms of the kind of intensity of both the projects. So some kind of impact assessment for Rotary to keep a self check of how much work we are doing, because we do a lot of projects, and all the projects are not having the same impact, right? I mean, some are really life-changing projects, and some are just facilitating projects, and I've seen this in our club as well, right? I mean, many a time projects are done because you need to get the governor's, whatever felicitation and all that stuff, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But I'm just saying, at a district level, possibly the impact assessment needs to be done. Maybe it's being done. I'm not even aware of it, but something more formal would be good. I think now with this COVID, having changed all of us, even including this interview that we are having, possibly enabling attending meetings through digital means, because traveling is always a problem, and I find myself also struggling because I live in Bandra and I'm in a club in which meets at MC Gia Hall in Kalaguda. So when I joined in the 90s, it used to take me about half an hour, 40 minutes. Now it takes me 1.5 hours to travel to and fro. So it's 1.5 hours to go, 1.5 hours to come back. So it's a problem. So maybe some kind of digital enablement for people to attend meetings and also get involved, or maybe all meetings could be moved online. It will save a lot of cost, in terms of meeting. And then maybe once in a month, we can have programs that people meet and that there's fellowship, rather than meeting every week or meeting every 2 weeks. So I think a lot of money could be saved, because so many venues, and then there's food gets wasted and stuff like that at meeting because number of people don't turn up. Also, it's inconvenient because speakers sometimes travel a long way and there aren't that many people at meetings. So all these kind of things could be avoided if we have Zoom meetings, which I've seen even in my club now with the Zoom meetings, with this kind of remote meetings. Attendance is much better because it's easier to log in. Even if you want to log in for half an hour, 45, 15 minutes, you can do that. You don't need to be there for the entire thing. You can switch your video off and still be remote. So a lot of options are available. So I think you should move with the times and take advantage of that.
So lockdown has taught us a lot of things, and yes, one of the most important revelations has been we using the Zoom medium or the online medium. And Seth, just to tell you that lockdown happened on the 22nd of June, 22nd of March, but we team Vision 2021 team was working on Zoom since September 2019, planning our entire pre-pits on Zoom. So I don't know how we had started working on that before, so it was very easy transition for us. But as you rightly said,
ahead of your times with
yeah,
the DG Sunil
Mehra. And so what you say is very right and true, that yes, we should save money. Yes, we should save time. We should save time in traveling, and we'll have better attendance, better ideas. And yes, once a month fellowship is must, so that if you don't meet, you don't bond together. You don't bond together, you don't do projects together. So if we want that good project should come up, yes, everyone has to bond together, meet together. And that can happen once in a week, once in a month's time, and the remaining 3 meetings, weekly meetings, can happen online. Another thing that you rightly said is we have to do a makeover of Rotary. So we also want more youth and more youngsters coming in. That will make a difference. Regarding the project update, as you rightly said, yes, Sunil has already started something on that. So every president updates his projects in means of the project done, number of people benefited, the cost involved in the projects, the vendors involved in the projects. So that if another club is also trying to do the same thing, they don't have to reinvent the wheel. They can just tie up, two clubs can tie up together, do bigger and better projects. So yes, that is already happening, and accountability is coming, more accountability, and also more resource sharing. With this, there will be also one more thing that will come up is we will be able to see the project total value of the project done. For example, we know that in COVID-19 initial period, Rotary has done one projects worth more than 80 crores. That was the initial phase. Now in this phase, we are more towards rehabilitation, making the hospitals more self-sufficient with better equipment. So we are going stage-wise manner, and I think so it's working out well. This is happening because we have the entire data with us. So yes, trying to do things which you are also thinking about. I'm sure with this joint efforts, things will definitely turn out to be better for Rotary as well as for the community where you want to serve it. Saif, in the end, one last question.
One thing I'm certain about, sorry, Manish, to interrupt you, but one thing I'm certain about is this is going to be a a landmark year in the history of the known history of our lives. And I'm very confident that we've got a good district governor in place who's very comfortable with technology, very comfortable with new ideas, and it'll be a crisis which will be converted into an opportunity. I'm sure about that.
Definitely, definitely. Saif, in the end, one small question about your personal life. Let me know something about your special hobbies and likings. You are a busy person. You manage so many things. Plus, you have been given multiple responsibilities in Vision Year, which again, it's going on so smoothly. Whether it was environmental projects or the discount which is about to come in, and you are also the advisor for Rotary Ambassadors. We want to know, how do you ease off? What are your hobbies and likings?
Well, so recently in the lockdown period, I'm actually in Ambi Valley as we speak, which is about 2.5 hours from Mumbai, just ahead of Lonavala. And I've been here for about 5 months because my mother is 70 plus. I don't want her to be exposed to Mumbai. So I've been coming and going to Mumbai, just going to my office for a few days and then coming back. So I've picked up golf in Ambi Valley. So that's become a recent passion. It's always here. It's a highly addictive game. So it is highly addictive. I think about golf a lot. I like to write. So I've reconnected with my passion for writing. I used to be writing a lot in college days, school days, and also in Rotary. I was the editor for the Bombay Peer magazine for a long time. Yeah, and I also written for newspaper articles, technical articles. So that's what I do. I like to travel, but right now, of course, travel is off. I like to read, listen to music, spend time with family. Very simple hobbies, but and I think I'm a person who likes to live in the moment, enjoy the present moment, because as COVID has taught us, we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Life can evaporate like this. You think you have 20 years and you might have not even 20 days left. Who knows? So enjoy life. I think that's the most important mantra for me. Enjoy life, help people, be good, be nice, give. These are very simple things, and always be gratitude to the Almighty, whether you're having a tough time or you are having a good time. Everything has a reason, and I think sometimes we can't see the reason why some things are happening to us. We might sometimes think, why is this bad thing happening to us? I think for me, every morning I wake up, before I put my feet on the ground from the bed, I thank God for 10 things, and which happened on the previous day, even on the night. So that's how I start my day in gratitude, and I strongly recommend anybody who's listening in to try it. It's a life-changing, simple way to start your day, on a positive note, in gratitude.
Fantastic. Saif, it has been a lovely time spent with you, and lots of things which I have learned, which I think I'll also try to emulate in time to come. But first of all, thank you so much for the privilege given to have this interview. It has been a lovely experience with you on WizBiz Talks. We would take the liberty of posting these videos. Excellent. We're posting these videos to all.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, we would like to take the
please.
Take the liberty of posting these videos to all Rotary clubs, social media pages of Rotary District 3141, and to all Rotarians. Your interview is going to be viewed by Rotarians and non-Rotarians alike. I'm sure this interview will inspire many others to associate with Rotary for service projects. There'll be many.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Manish. As Sunil knows very well, and I think you also know, I don't like to speak about things which we do much, but this was for a good cause, and I do hope a lot more people, if whoever sees this, talk between us, if I can inspire even one person to give, it would have been well worth it. Thank you very much. All the best to you.
Yeah, we would also be showing this interview at the Golden Heart CSR and Global Grants Conclave on the 19th of September on the virtual platform. Since you're a strong supporter of the work done by Rotary, do support us by passing this message of the CSR and Global Grants Conclave to your industry connections to support Rotary and thus support mankind.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for everything. and it was an absolute pleasure to be with you on this.
Same here, Manish. Absolute pleasure. And I want to compliment you. Thank you for all the great work your hospital has done. We had this private chat, and you're doing some phenomenal work. Thank you to you, your entire staff, your entire team of doctors. Wonderful work, and the kind of numbers you shared with me are really mind-boggling. That the kind of success rate you had in treating COVID, you converted your whole facility to COVID care over the last 3 4 months, and yeah, the kind of care you've taken of your people, it's really inspirational, inspiring for me. So thank you very much, Manish. It's an absolute pleasure talking to you.
Thank you so much.